What's up everyone, welcome to Ola Testing. Today I'm trying out the new Engl Special Edition Founders Edition amplifier. Not gonna lie, I have a soft spot for Engl amplifiers. Ever since I was using an Engl Savage for my main live rig with my previous bands during the 2000s, something like that. I think I used my Engl Savage for like about 7 years playing live and all that. Before that I had a Powerball, but the Savage was, the amplifier for me. However, early on in my channel I did have a video for a special edition, which was Engl's flagship. It was just filled with different features and knobs and buttons and shit that you can press. It was almost a little bit too much, but it was the flagship of flagships when it came to Engl amplifiers. Anyways, for the 40th year anniversary, Engl are now releasing a Founders Edition, an updated version of the Special Edition that comes with either EL34s and 606s. This one right here came with EL34s. I mean, take a look at this thing. You have 5 individual channels. You have clean, you have crunch, you have lead 1, lead 2. Then you have a tube driver channel as well. This tube driver channel is not accessible on the front. There's a row on the back for that. The tube driver channel bypasses most of the amp's inner workings to offer the most pure circuit and all tube tones imaginable. That's what it says on the paper here, my cheat paper. You have 5 preamp tubes, you have 9 different voicings from crystal clear cleans to searing high gain distortions and everything in between. I mean, this is just sales talk. I'm just reading. Gain boost, high gain, mid shift, contour, bright, mid edge, modern classic, mega low punch, depth boost switches alongside a built-in reverb. It's MIDI programmable, but I don't have a foot switch with me, that's okay. You also have a built-in noise gate, which is, common for Engl amplifiers. And if this front right here is intimidating, wait until you see the back. The back is almost just as intimidating. No, but you have a MIDI section, you have a foot switch section, you have the noise gate threshold, you have 3 individual effects loops, so you have serial and parallel, whatever suits your fancy. You have the tube driver controls, you have the line output, and you have the Power 2 monitor, and a bunch of different speaker outputs. And this amplifier is handmade in Germany. In today's demo, I'm using a solar guitar going straight into the Engl Special Edition. That goes into this oversized Engl XXL cabinet with vintage 30 speakers. SM57 right there. VR2 microphone right there. Stereo microphone right there. I've already set up a lead 1 tone right here. Check this out. That's cool. Can you hear that? That's pretty crunchy, man. So right now we're running the lead 1 gain on high gain mode. We don't have any contour switches or mid-edge switches engaged. We're not running any depth or mega low punch. It's just, this is just how it is. Including that noise gate as well. So let's try the different switches, see what happens. So let's do contour. Gives a little bit more mid push, I would say. Mid edge. That sounds so good. Okay, let's shut those off. Without those two switches, it is a little bit more mid-scoop, but it's really pleasurable to listen to, in my opinion. It's just really good sounding. But the contour switch and the mid-edge is very good for playing live, or like when you're rehearsing with the band and you want to, cut through a little bit more. You can engage those and you'll definitely cut through. All right, here's the modern and classic button. Let's try that one out. It's almost like a hi-fi button. If you have it engaged, it's basically all the mids. Going to modern, it's just more scooped. All right, depth boost and mega low punch. Let's try it out. That's a lot of mega low right there. Let's try out lead 2. In terms of tone, there's definitely a difference between lead 1 and lead 2. Where I would say the lead 2 is a little bit more softer, maybe. You have individual treble for both lead 1 and lead 2, otherwise you're sharing the bass in the middle, okay? So I would figure lead 2 is more for soloing, I guess. The treble is not particularly invasive, I would say. I have it at max now. All right, let's try out the clean channels for a small little second, okay? So we have... That is definitely clean. Mid shift. Right. Sounds good, man. Okay. You have gain boost as well. That's very loud. Okay, clean crunch. Okay, you can probably dial in a metal tone with this crunch gain right there. Oh shit, okay, okay, not maybe, you can. Dude, that's pretty sick. Okay, so basically you have 3 gain channels, okay? High gain. All right, so now I'm kind of curious about the tube driver. I thought this was at first, you know, an extra pre-boost or something like that, but it is its own channel. And you have the dials at the back. I'm gonna dial the bass, middle, and treble at 12 o'clock. There's a sensitivity knob as well, and a level. So everything's about 12 o'clock, and that's very loud. At this rate, it's bypassing everything inside the amplifier. It's basically a completely, you know, clean tube sound. Clean tube sound. So, tube driver channel, which bypasses most of the amp's inner workings to offer the most pure circuit and all tube tones imaginable. So, if you have, you know, something else that you want to connect into all of this, like your own distortion pedal, something like that, maybe that's where it needs to go. Okay? And all of this is programmable, so you know. But, lead 1. Ooh, shutting off the noise gate? Yes. Yeah, man. Oh, so there you go. That's the Engl Special Edition, Founders Edition right there. It really feels like the amplifier of amplifiers when it comes to the Engl amplifiers, at least. When they developed this thing, and this is, you know, this is the founder of Engl that was a part of this, Edmund Engl, and their main amp designer, Horst Langer. When they made this, it feels like they want to take over the world, or make, like, you know, one be-all amplifier. When Engl started making amplifiers, I don't think the focus was to, you know, make an insane metal amplifier back in the day, but that's basically what Engl has become. It's a staple for metal nowadays, in my opinion. Now, I have absolutely no idea what the price will be for this thing, but I think it'll probably be a little bit more cheap for Europeans, a little bit more expensive for Americans. My favorite part about the amplifier is probably lead one, to be honest. And, you know, without the depth boost and the mega low punch, just, no, none of the contour, the mid-edge, I think it's just a really sick-ass metal tone right there. The tube driver channel is not made for me. It's made for, you know, people that are looking for a, you know, completely pure tube circuitry. I guess it's a very nice feature to have, but it's not necessarily something I need as a, you know, metal guitar player. I like the idea of having all these different variations in different voicings and whatnot, because obviously when you crank an amplifier, a lot of things happen, you know, with the speaker response and the cabinet response and all that, and having all these mega depth boost things, it's nice to have. So there you go, it sounds fucking kick-ass, okay? That's my little demo for you right there. If you enjoyed this video, maybe consider subscribing to my channel, put a thumbs up, and I'll see you next time. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.